Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another Accureye Talks Video. And in today's Accureye Talks Video, I thought we'd talk about something that, to me, seems kind of important, and seems like it's a good thing to know about, and maybe even to learn about. So, in today's video, we are going to be focusing on neutrals. And you're probably thinking, what is a neutral? What the heck are you talking about, Accureye? What is neutrals? Well, in fighting games, we have a term called neutrals. And neutrals are basically, if you will, a way to, fill out the game. Fill out the competition, if you would. And if you would, fill out the competition, see what the competition is up to, This can include stuff like pokes, stuff like just kind of dashing in, dashing out, just doing small moves, really. Really, it's just doing small moves to see if you can find something that your opponent may not speculate, may not see coming. And, with that having been said, knowing if you can neutral out something is not a bad idea. It's actually a pretty good idea because it can help teach you, so and so is going to be speculating to this. I can try and grab them, or it's like, so and so is doing this. Okay, maybe I can knock them with a short string of some sort. That's what neutral game is all about. And the neutral game can help you understand all those little small details, because it can basically help you into a, this is how they're going to react. I'm going to react this way, and maybe I'll get, better off. Maybe I will be in a better position. And that's kind of exactly how you want to play out. And it can be as simple as just trying to grab somebody when you get a chance. Now, of course, too often, and even I've been noticing this with someone I've been trying to help when it comes down to fighting games. I've been trying to help this person too, is that they don't understand the complete neutral game.
Round one.
And, it's okay if you don't really completely understand it. And yeah. And let's just say, obviously, the neutral game can help you get a good read or understanding of your opponent. Like, the more often you just kind of like, for instance, as you can see in this match, I'm just throwing a kunai. I throw this kunai here just to see if I can poke them out of a situation, just to see how they react. Because, this is what I mean by you want to play the neutral game. You want to stay as far back as possible, because, let's face it, 9 out of 10 times, you don't know exactly what your opponent is thinking. You may not even know exactly what they are planning to do. Most time you just want to, taking the words from someone's video, from a YouTuber's video named SF God, you want to take someone to Value Town. You want to give someone, you want to get someone to use that autopilot of theirs. Now, that autopilot of theirs is basically their little thought process of, hey, look, I'm doing this. I'm going to continue to do this because it's going to win. It's going to help me win. It's going to give me it's going to give me a benefit of some sort, And, it's okay if you're trying to take somebody to Value Town, but just remember that, of course, Value Town isn't always going to, or just remember that, of course, in the end, taking somebody just to Value Town may not always be a viable strategy. It may be best just to try and, if you can, it may be best to just try and, take somebody to your end to take to Value Town rather than trying to mess someone else's game up. I may be messing up my wording there. I do apologize. But, the brain functions on an autopilot of sorts, which means that in the end of the day, that autopilot can be exploited. And if you can exploit the autopilot, you're in a pretty good position to, to of course give somebody a run for their money, which is exactly what you want to do, is be able to try and give someone a run for their money. You want to make somebody kind of get into a point of thinking, oh crap, there's this is something I gotta worry about. This is not good, this is bad in a way. So, so of course, yeah, that's just something that you gotta watch. So yeah, it's these small things that can help you win a match, get a better understanding of where you are positionally. And I mean, it's these little methods that can help you understandably become better at the game. I mean, that's kind of where I think most people want to be, is in a position where they are good at the game. They are, being able to do things that most people want to, because most people, they want to be high rank. They want to, be able to, kind of roll with like, having diamond rank, grandmaster rank. And while that's never my idea, or while that's kind of, for me, the place I want to be because of training purposes, it shouldn't be the driving factor unless, it shouldn't be your goal unless you know exactly, what you need to know, which is like I've said, neutral game, being able to just change the outcome, I guess you could say, of the war or the battle in a sense. Because when you can change the outcome, when you can change the overall result of your matchups and stuff, you're in a pretty good position. And if you can get into the brain of somebody by playing the neutral game, poking at them, and just being able to get them to kind of put their brain on autopilot, and get their brain to be put on autopilot, if you will, then, overall, you're not in a bad position. You are in the best position you could probably be in, which is exactly where you'd want to be, is in that driver's seat. You want to make people kind of go into their if you will, autopilot. You don't want to have to be put into your autopilot and then get paid out for it, or have them pay out for it, because I mean, it's just not a good idea to put your brain into autopilot. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta kind of learn to read and play out the neutral game. Learn what your opponent is doing. Once you know what your opponent is doing, you're going to be driving them into a loss, into like the holy crap, how did I do that? How did that happen? How come this person is just messing with me? How is this person beating me all the time? Because that's exactly what happens here, is that, you're basically seeing me get this person into their autopilot, get this person into thinking, oh, they're in the driver's seat, when really I'm in control. I'm in control. They just don't realize that I'm in control. They don't realize that I'm pretty much playing out my cards exactly how I want to play. Which is exactly what you want to do, is be able to give them a thought that they're in the driver's seat, yet you're really the one who's actually taking them down. You're basically taking them down. You're taking them on a nice little stroll. You're giving them a little bit of a walk around, and you're basically the one in the driver's seat the whole time. So that's exactly what you want to do at the end of the day. And I mean, it's how you can play out people and make them, become like a fool, thinking, how did I lose? Why am I losing? I mean, you make more people rage when they think they're in the driver's seat and they are, actually not the one in control, So, yeah. But anyway, those are my talks about how neutral game works, and I hope that it's helped you understand the neutral game a little bit more, because, when you understand the neutral game, obviously, overall, your life can become a lot easier. Your overall experience can become a lot more enjoyable. And you may find that you're going to enjoy the game a lot more once you kind of get your brain out of the thought that, oh, I'm going to wreck this guy. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to lose. I'm going to be, I'm going to be the big victor here, And, most of the time, your victories aren't assured by just, of course, not playing the neutral game or getting combos up. Even just playing the punish game as it is not exactly a good strategy to give you the advantage. But anyway, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today on this video, and thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, everybody. I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for sure for about 4 to 5 hours. But lately, I've also been live on Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Sunday. Sunday will always be a bonus stream, as well as Friday will always be a bonus stream. But Monday and Tuesday, I'm usually live for about 2 to 3 hours. But, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for hanging out. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye, signing out and saying, farewell, everyone.